覚悟してろよ。行くぜ。
Welcome to World Breaker Cool's Reviews. I'm your host, World Breaker Cool, and today we're going to take a look at my top 10 Marvel Legends figures for 2019 so far. So let's get right into it. Let me know what you think. Now, if you've been watching my videos for a while, you know I cannot, and I mean absolutely cannot, make a video without having a top 10, without having some type of cheating going on where I have 2 for 1. This is the same case. I couldn't decide between Silver Sable and my Blink. Blink is probably the one that's edging her out, but I can't decide. I like them both almost equally. Both figures I've been waiting on for a while, so they definitely were number 10. So if you have these, you may not be surprised thus far. I will let you know right away, these have edged out a couple of characters that you're probably shocked, and I'll go over those at the end of the review so you just have an idea. After that, I would say number 9 for my top figure so far. And again, some things can change. I might start posing more figures a little bit more and change my mind. But the Captain Marvel Target exclusive was up next. The colors on this one got me more than the regular one. Especially the extra head, the extra accessories. I couldn't put it down. I love it. I know she's a controversial figure in our community. Some people like Miss Marvel, some people don't. I don't get it. I don't care. I like her. She's entertaining. If she's not, just don't watch it, you know? But that's my thought. Figure's a great figure. So she's at the number 9 spot. At the number 8 spot, we have another controversial figure that probably would have been much higher, had it not been for his shield. I've done a review on him, and I kind of mentioned to you guys about the problems people are having with the shield. Well, guess what? Mine broke as well, and I was not happy about that at all. I'm actually really bummed about my shield breaking, but what else are you going to do? You know? But he's still a great figure. I think they knocked it out the park with this guy. And I think he still deserves to be at the number 8 slot. So now we're getting into the number 7 slot, and that is going to be Our Man Who Whispers. Oops, hold on. Let me push this back up a bit. Sorry about that. So we have the Man Who Whispers, a.k.a. Ebony Maw. Another great figure that I was waiting on for quite a while. I love his scale. I'm not even sure if it's completely 100% accurate, but man, that face, they did a bang up job on that face. And just how ugly he is. I mean, it's not easy to make a figure ugly on purpose. It's easy to accidentally do it, but maybe not on purpose. And, that's a mug only mother could love. I love the alien proportions. I mean, he's a fun figure to mess with, just to be honest with you. He's great at taking pictures and being all sinister, almost like a Slender Man. And then we have number 6 with Corvus Glaive. All right. He's another part of the Black Order that helped me complete it this year. We've had previous people like Obsidian Cold and Midnight Proxima from last year, 2018. And Hasbro made sure they helped us fill this out completely and finish this list or these members up early this year. So definitely happy to have him. He almost doesn't look like a Marvel Legend just because of all the detail, print and etchings, and it's a lot. Look at that. I mean, we're not used to seeing it. This is like an import figure. I don't think I've even seen a figure, a FH figure arts with this much, detail on here. So I really dig that. I think he can fit into a comic book set or a movie set, much like his friend over here, Ebony Maw. But that concludes the top, the bottom 6/7. So let's find out who my top 5 are. Okay, at number 5, we have the War Machine that was recently reviewed. I had to put this figure on the top 5. I really like it. I like the buffiness of it. I think it's a little short, but I mean, man, does he make up for it in the different grays and blacks on here and just the overall fun factor. I mean, he's a big, bulky machine, war machine. So I think he's fun, nice with ability to take good shots, good pictures. So I dig him. So he's easily in my top 5. Number 4, maybe a shock to some of you. I ended up getting this in 2019, which is part of my criteria. And that is the Killmonger. Okay. That's part of my criteria because if I didn't get it in 2018, or if it came at the tail end, I will include it on my top 19 list. So this Black Panther wave barely made it. I almost put the Build-A-Figure in my top 10, but just due to some of the ability to pose him and things like that, I kind of kept him out, but he's still a great figure. Nearly made it as well. But Eric Killmonger, great posing, great accessories. He's got his mask for crying out loud. I love it. I think it's a great figure. It looks good on your shelf. A lot of people are actually doing some kit bashing and turning these into soldiers. You know, I'm not mad at you. Do what you gotta do. So yeah, top 3. Now, before we get to the top 3, I will say there's going to be some of you probably wondering, where is Hydro Man or where is Scorpion at? They're not in it. Scorpion was a little bit of a letdown because of the body type they used, but still a good figure. And Hydro Man, a lot of articulation issues, so he missed out on the list. But nonetheless, I still like those figures, so in case you're wondering. And I've still yet to get some other figures, so if you're wondering about some favorites, I might not have them yet. But back to the list, here is number 3, and that is Hercules. This is an awesome figure. One would argue he's more awesome than number 2 figure, but if it wasn't for the nostalgia for number 2, this guy would probably be number 2 for sure. He almost was number 1 this year just because of the mold they did on him. I think it's perfect. I love the articulation. I love the face. I mean, I even like the man bun that people hate or don't seem to like. I just think he's a fun, action figure to have and looks great on his shelf. So easily one of my favorite figures of the year. I do see him still staying on this list. Honestly, a lot of other figures, just based off what I've seen so far, are not going to make the list based off of, the X-Force wave, the second X-Men wave retro, and then some more Spider-Man waves coming out. I mean, we've got a lot coming out, the 80-year X-Men or 80-year Marvel. So we'll see. But back to the list at hand. Number 2 is Professor Charles Xavier. Very happy to have this figure. I'm a super X-Men fan. So I had to pick this guy up, because no X-Men shelf is complete without that. So I do dig this very much. I think he's a great figure, and somebody posted that I didn't put this on review originally. You can actually clip on the cover, well, you know what? Maybe I should have said that before I did it. There's some spot where you can clip on the cover, basically, so it stays in. I was not able to find it. It should be up here somewhere. I'll find it and maybe put it in another review. But nonetheless, Professor Charles Xavier, the man who started the X-Men, is in my top 10, and he's at the number 2 spot. I expect him to still be there, even though he's kind of cheating, because he comes with some equipment. But the number 1 should also be, at no surprise, it is Marvel Legends Beast. Yeah. If you have this figure, there's nothing more to say. If you don't have this figure, do yourself a favor before he's gone or extremely rare to find. I've never seen him in stores. I had to pre-order mine in order to get him. But if you're looking for him, you better order him. He got this little leg drop down ability he's got that, let's see, I think mine already, yep. So you can got this little leg drop down abilities for extra, movement. He's got articulated toes, which you don't see very often. He's also got that famous head that only Jim Lee can love. I love it too. A lot of people are using some different custom heads. I think Anthony from Anthony's Customs is doing a head, but I think it's like $50 or some change. So I'll probably pass. But the articulation is there and just amazing. Extra hands. The only thing missing really for me is an extra head to really put things together. But I think they did a great job, and his articulation and just the overall feel for him is just premium. So I hope you've enjoyed my top 10. Again, I'm sure it won't look like this near the end of the year, but keep an eye out for my top 10 action figures in general for 2019 so far, because some of these are on that list, some of them aren't, because there's a lot of good stuff this year. So thanks for watching. Peace until next time.